Now the story that has shocked the world of baseball and far beyond. David Ortiz, a former Red Sox superstar, 3-time World Series champion, 10-time All-Star, and honestly a beloved figure in Boston. He was shot yesterday in the back in his native Dominican Republic. His agent confirming what you see in this surveillance video, that a man approached Ortiz from behind at a nightclub in Santo Domingo, shooting him at point-blank range. Police say that Ortiz is out of surgery, out of danger, now in stable condition. They also say they've detained several people, including one who was beaten up by bystanders after the shooting. CNN's Alexandra Field has been following all the details for us. She's joining me right now. Alex, what everyone is wondering is, why would someone shoot David Ortiz? But what are you hearing about all of this?
Yeah, totally unclear why someone would target David Ortiz himself, who is such a legendary, player for his skill in terms of baseball, also really a heroic figure for the city of Boston and for so many across the country who've idolized him and revered him. The video that you saw there is simply shocking. You can see that it appears that he is targeted, but police have not said why anyone would be targeting Ortiz. In, again, this shocking video, you do see him take the bullet and fall to the ground, that bullet traveling through his back and into his stomach, sending him into emergency surgery. Doctors are saying he is out of danger. That is a relief for everyone who was up all night closely following the developments here. An outpouring of support from Major League Baseball, from the mayor of Boston, from his former teammates from the Boston Red Sox. So many people sending their love, but the questions have not been answered. A number of people have been taken into custody who are suspected to have ties to the shooting. Police, of course, speaking to them. They also want to speak to Ortiz himself now that he is through that surgery.
You can see in that video, the point-blank range that he was shot at. It's really amazing that he's already considered in stable condition and doing well.
Absolutely.
Thankfully. Really amazing. Thank you so much, Alex. There's so many questions still on this one. And joining me right now is Michael McCann. He's a writer and legal analyst with Sports Illustrated. He's joining me now. Michael, thanks for being here. What did you think when you saw this and you heard this?
Well, Kate, initially it was reported as a robbery gone wrong, but as we know, the video showed something else. The video depicted, as you and Alex just discussed, what looks like an assassination attempt or an attempted murder. So this would suggest that there are more than one person involved. There's, of course, the shooter, but there would also be other persons. For instance, how did they know that David Ortiz was there? The fact that the shooter's been apprehended suggests that his phone has been retrieved, possibly, and there's electronic evidence on that. What police will want to do is go through, certainly question him, probe him as to why this happened, but also look at where he's from, his house, his place of business, any electronic evidence, and try to piece together what was the motive, what was the purpose of this.
You really can't overstate what a beloved figure that he is in the DR and around Boston and New England. Why is he so loved?
Well, Kate, I'm from Boston, so I can speak almost on a more local level as to why he's so beloved. He's, of course, one of the greatest players in Red Sox history. He led them to World Series, but he also played a really instrumental role after the marathon bombings, where he rallied the city. He used an expletive to rally the city during a well-noted event. That he has sort of taken on this crusader role on behalf of the city, a leader, so personable, does a ton of charity work. I mean, everyone likes him. You never hear anything bad about David Ortiz.
Right.
So for this to happen is extra shocking.
I mean, and I'm just wondering this what we know about David Ortiz, what you see in this video. You wonder if there's any chance at all that this was a random shooting.
Yeah, it's possible, or maybe there's something else. Maybe this is a personal relationship gone awry. We don't know, right? It looks like he was the target. He is a well-known figure. He's recognizable. He stands out.
Yeah.
It is possible it's random, but I also think the fact that he's so notable suggests it was intentional.
Right, and he's a national figure in the DR, and he stands out physically. I mean, he's such a large presence. This is not someone that you miss. I mean, because the question then is, how do you square these two things, right? How loved he is, and then him being targeted. Why would someone want to target such a beloved figure like him? I mean, has there ever been any reporting that he's, ever been mixed up in anything? I haven't seen anything.
No, nothing. He is someone who has been revered, and there's never been any taint in terms of links to criminals or anything like that. Yeah. That would suggest that maybe there's a piece of the story that we don't know yet. I mean, this was, assuming it was an intentional act, there must be an element to the story, whether it's some personal issue, we'll find out.
Yeah, we sure will. Michael, thank you for coming on. I really appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Kate.
Still ahead for us, Donald Trump says